Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet Alien here on YouTube. I'm Weird Little Alien, and this is my Cloak Dagger 105 Ranview. I was gonna say review, but it's Ranview. Anyways, oh my god. I can't even tell you how stressed and upset I am throughout this episode. Okay, let me first start with Dwayne. Dwayne, the guy who was best friends with Billy, who got shot by Connors, and then was ultimately covered up, and he was never shot, you know, because they couldn't determine, my fucking corrupt cops. Anyway, so Dwayne, because I knew it, like when the mom was like saying, oh yeah, I know one of them did really well for themselves and stuff, and then, you know, Tyrone like transports there Dwayne, you know, because he's looking at the picture, and it's like, oh yeah, I started by helping people rebuild their houses, and then it just started into this big thing, and I was like, I was like, I wasn't a little, like, too, like, I was a little, like, kind of, like, I feel like, nah, there's something else going on here, but I didn't know what to expect. So, going on, then we have, now, the whole entire game, because I was wondering why they kept calling all these fouls and shit on this other team, and then when the ref touches Tyrone, he finds out that if Saint Sebastian Prep doesn't win, he's in for a world of pain, a world of hurt, whatever you want to say. But, like, I'm curious, because there was 3 people. And now, at first I was like, oh, maybe Dwayne hired these guys, you know, make the ref, make sure that they win. I don't know, because, you know, he wanted to do it for Billy and Tyrone. I don't know. But then I was like, no, maybe it's like, maybe those 3 guys are, like, fathers of some of the players, or, you know, or brothers and fathers of the players. But it's, because clearly they really wanted to win this game, because, I mean, it showed the fear that the fucking ref had if St. Sebastian Prep did not win, which they did not, so, ooh. But I'm happy Tyrone let the other team win. It was only fair considering they should have been in the lead probably, but the ref was unfortunately going with St. Sebastian Prep because, like I said, he's being threatened if they don't win. So I was happy with Tyrone that he, you know, missed that shot. When he looked back at Billy and stuff, I was thinking, because I was thinking, you know, he's definitely going to miss the shot. But then when he looked back at Billy, like, had that little moment, I was like, maybe he's going to make it just for Billy. But then I was like, maybe not. When he threw it, I was like, nah, it's not going to go in. It's not. And I understand why. Because Billy would have said to him, do the right thing. You know, Billy would have been there to say, you got to do the right thing. You know, you can't let this be the way you win. You don't want to win and not actually deserve to win. You know, I feel like that's something Billy would have said. But I literally, oh my god, I wrote down, like, so much shit, because I just wanted to remember it all. Oh no. I just wanted to remember it all, and there's so many connections I'm getting now. Okay, first let's start with Roxanne Corp. Now, I've said this in my previous videos, that every time Tyrone ends up where Connors is at, he always ends up on top of Roxanne Corp, right? And I always thought that was so odd. And why his business, you know, Connor doing his business right across the street, so odd. But then, and I always thought, okay, I know Tandy and Tyrone are connected by these powers, but they're also connected by his story with Connors and her story with Roxanne Corp. And it was further confirmed when the mother, Adina Johnson, you know, Tyrone's mother, said that Roxanne Corp is one of her biggest companies. Biggest companies. Connection, hello. Oh my god, it's all connected. It's all connected. And then this girl, Mina Hess, who is continuing her father's work. Bitch, if you knew the truth, he was killed. Oh, who died in an accident. It wasn't an accident. You know what I'm thinking now? I'm thinking this whole explosion was completely planned. 100%. I mean, and, like, what the fuck? I mean, when I saw this Peter Scarborough's fucking hoax, oh my god. Like, I don't even know, like, what the fuck? Like, Ivan Hess. And I was thinking when I heard that name, I was like, Hess. I just heard that in the beginning of the episode. Where did I hear that last name? I was trying to figure it out, and then it went to the daughter. And I'm like, oh my God. You're literally working for the company that killed your dad. Killed your dad for money. I mean, this dude was pulling out bodies. Like, that is so fucking sick. He actually has bodies tied down with money. I mean, and then it's like, that's his hopes, but clearly that already happened because, the explosion already happened. So, like, oh my God, what if Ivan did come, woke up and was still alive, and this guy I'm guessing he actually did kill him. That's fucking psychotic, because when this dude's like, oh, I like to get my hands dirty, when Tandy shows up to his house about a flat tire, I was like, oh yeah, I'm sure you do. It's no fucking surprise there, you piece of shit. Like, oh my God. And then to see everybody else's, all his little minions, to see their hopes. You got two of them who want to, one wants the fucking main boss to be basically like his butler. The other wants to just fucking tape him to the wall and be the boss. And then the other one wants a blowjob from him. So, yeah, interesting. But, that is so crazy. I'm so glad we've seen that, though, because we got to see who's the main boss now. And it's Peter Scarborough. Oh my God. I can't fucking believe it. And, Dwayne, I didn't even get into the whole Dwayne thing. Sorry, got sidetracked. But Dwayne, he is working with Detective Connors. The corrupt cop. The guy who shot Tyrone's brother Billy and got away with it, basically. Who sells drugs to drug dealers instead of putting in evidence like cops are supposed to do. That kind of piece of shit. You got me? Yeah. So, this guy, Dwayne, whose best friend was killed by Connors, is still working with him. Because, that money, you gotta get the money, right? That's what matters, is the money. Because whenever Connors was like, we're partners, and he's like, oh, you need to look up the dictionary of partners, because ever since you killed my boy that night, and it's like, don't say shit about him calling you guys partners when you're fucking working with him. Okay? You are partners. Whether you, don't see it or not, you're working with him. You're just as bad as him. He killed your friend. He got away with it. He fucking, think of Tyrone and his family. Damn. I don't care if Dwayne hates the cop. You're still working with him. You are still working with the cop. Regardless if you hate him or not, you're still working with them. And that makes you a piece of shit. Next episode, I'm guessing, I see that next episode we're going to get more Dwayne and Tyrone. So I don't know what they're going to be talking about or what's going to go on. I'm sorry. I'm not rushing, I don't know how to say it. Because I don't want to rush to judgment and I don't want to rush to hate on Dwayne. But I just knew it. I knew that it wasn't just, I was fixing houses and it turned into this huge thing. It had to be something more, and it was. I just was not thinking Cop Connors, or Detective Connors. I keep calling him Cop Connors because he's just such a corrupt cop. It's all I can think of. I did not expect him and Dwayne to be working together. And basically, so Connors, steals the drugs and sells it, I guess, to Dwayne or whoever he sells, Dwayne, other people, because Dwayne wasn't the guy that one night in the SUV. Maybe Dwayne sends other people to pick it up is what it is. Yeah, that's what it is, because he even said it was a little light last time. So, so Connors gets the drugs. Dwayne either picks it up himself or has someone else pick it up, and then he hands it out to all his girl prostitutes, I guess you could say, because that's what they are, I'm guessing. And those are basically his dealers. And I wrote down, it's so crazy, because as soon as, I knew once she started asking questions, O'Reilly, that Connors was going to find out. I knew right away. I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew right away. And I think she did too. That's why she was doing drugs. But when I saw she was doing drugs, I was like, no, please. I know you're not corrupt, or at least I hope, but please don't be doing drugs. Oh my God, please don't be a druggie. Please, we need just one cop. Just one cop, man. We need someone. But instead it was, but then I was like, when Connors, came in and stuff, I was like, oh, she's playing him. She's smart. She is. What better way to gain his trust than to be doing drugs where she could basically get caught and then talk about like oh, I've done drugs and I'm against that policy. And so she played him really fucking well to the point where he's like, ooh, we're going to have to ride together sometime. And it's like, oh, honey, you don't know what you're in for. Oh, you're going, damn, Connors. Like, I hate Connors. Like, I hate him. I hate him. And the next episode, like, they have, like, fucking him pointing the gun at Tyrone as he's running, and then he, disappears into the black mist of him. And it's like he can still get shot and still disappear. Has any of us not seen Harry Potter Part 1 when Dobby got fucking stabbed, even though they were, disappearing and going somewhere else? It still hit him in time to, kill him. Dobby. Sorry, Dobby was such a sad scene. Like, I can't even say that scene. Like, that's a sad scene. But let me see what else I wrote because I want to make sure. Okay, Evita. Okay, this girl just keeps putting me a little more distant from her. I mean, I don't trust her. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say it. I don't know why, but I don't trust her yet. She's going to have to do something. I don't know. I just don't trust her, especially when she keeps saying, I pay attention to you, Tyrone. I pay attention to you, Tyrone. And it's just so weird. Like, I don't know. It's like, since the beginning, she's been kind of obsessive. And it's like, and they're moving really fast. And like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, because her aunt doesn't seem like a bad person. Like, her aunt seems like someone who knows, like, shit's coming, because, next episode, she's, like, basically saying, like, a disaster's gonna come. Something bad's coming, And it's like, so clearly, I don't think she's a bad person, the aunt. Like, I think she knows about the Cloak and Dagger. Maybe she's the protector, or maybe she's just, has those kind of abilities, because, she's into voodoo, and she just has those kind of abilities and stuff, and can just see into other people. I don't know. But then Evita, it's like, I don't know. I just don't trust her. Like, there's just something so odd about her. And when she says, I told you I pay attention to you, it's like, I don't know. It's just saying that again and again is like, dude, like, I don't know. I understand you like the dude, but pay attention, like, all eyes, like, I don't know. Like, am I the only one who thinks it's a little odd how obsessive she became so quick, and how fast they're moving, and how she pays attention to him? I know, like, of course, when you like someone, you're going to pay attention to your crush, to whatever, but it feels like more than that. Whether she knows what is going on with him or not, it's just like there's something we're missing. There's something I need to see for me to know if I can trust her or not, if she's good or not. Because I feel like I'm just waiting for her to turn out to be super bad. Because, what better way? Tyrone to trust Evita, maybe confide in him about shit. And then what happens? Oh, yeah, she's a bad person and she sets him up. I'm just saying, it very well could happen in this TV show. Well, I don't know if it would happen in this TV show, but it happens in other TV shows. So you never fucking know. Like, Evita, like, first off, I am not for Evita and Tyrone at all. Like, not for it. Like, Tandy and Tyrone have so much better scenes. I love them. Like, I'm not saying they have to get it together right away or anything, but it's like, I don't like seeing Evita and Tyrone. No offense. Like, I just don't like seeing them. And it's partly because I don't trust her. She just gives me a weird vibe. So it's like, and she's just always there. So I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. But, yeah, was it Tandy showing up at Tyrone's school? Oh my god, that was epic. Like, I love that. Like, oh my god, the way he, like, looks at her and stuff, and the way she looks at him, like, come on, that chemistry between Aubrey and Olivia is just so fucking rare and beautiful and huge. Like, you can't deny the chemistry. Whether they're just looking at each other, whether they're sitting next to each other, whether they're talking to each other, you can just feel the chemistry between these two. And I love that they're talking more, and I love that, they're working together again, because, at the end of last episode, they kind of ended on bad terms, but they're finally working together and stuff, and God, I love that. I can't wait for more Tandy and Tyrone scenes and them working together. Like, that is my favorite thing about this show. Like, a lot of things are my favorite things. But one of the main things about the show that I love so much is Tandy and Tyrone, because it's not just because I ship them or their chemistry. I just love their stories separately and together, and I just think Aubrey and Olivia are just so perfect for these roles, and it's so real. Like, I don't know. I just really love the dynamic between Tandy and Tyrone. TT. Hey, TT getting together. TT getting together. TT getting together. No. They will eventually. Sorry, Evita, but I gotta just feel like she's super bad. Like, I do. Also, I totally forgot about Liam. Like, I think I said last Ranview, like, I was like, I don't really care about Liam. You know, I don't care if he comes back. But I forgot that he was still in fucking jail, prison, whatever you want to call it. Like, I forgot he was still there. Like, Tandy totally left him hanging, which, I mean, it's shitty, like really shitty after all he did for you. But then again, it is Tandy, Liam, so you kind of should have known that this would be kind of her thing. But then again, finding out she's still in town and still hasn't helped him probably didn't make it any better, you know? But, I mean, she has a lot on her plate. But yeah, when I saw him, you know, and it's like, oh yeah, he's still in, like, fucking jail, prison, you know? I was like, I completely forgot about that. You know, I just thought he was, like, gone. I forgot that he was arrested, you know? And yeah, he's still sitting there, and I'm like, oh, Tandy, way to go. Like, damn, she doesn't even have a thought about him in her mind. Like, even when it was brought up with Tyrone, it's like, she didn't even mention, like, oh yeah, he's like, he's in prison because of me. You know, like, not because of her, but, you know, like, that's just, I thought that was crazy because I totally forgot about Liam, and then he's just still sitting there. No help from Tandy. But, I mean, what do you expect? Also, she has a lot on her plate right now. A lot has happened since you guys last saw each other. I highly doubt you're the number one thing on her mind, especially after watching Greg get fucking executed and then his office building put up in flames. Okay? So I think she has a lot more to worry about. It was just seeing him, I was like, oh, I totally forgot about you, dude, but okay, here you are. So Liam, I'm sure, is going to get out soon and try and reconnect with Tandy. Not saying reconnect, like, in a relationship, but reconnect in a, like, what the fuck, dude? You left me? Like, I helped you, you couldn't help me or something, you know, or, like, where have you been, or what the fuck, you're still in town? Like, you said you were leaving town. Like, I could just see, like, a confrontation, because, I mean, if I was him, I would be pissed, even though for me, personally, I'm looking at it like, I don't blame Tandy. Like, it's not that I think he should be there. Of course, it would have been nice if she did get him out after everything he did for her. But everything that happened after that and in that moment is just so much that I wouldn't even have Liam in my head anymore. It just wouldn't be a thought anymore in that moment because everything else is just so crazy at the time. So, yeah, that. Okay. So, the connections I made in this episode, not only did I make the connection between, I already knew that Roxanne Corp was going to also have to do with not Tandy's storyline only, but Tyrone's as well. I knew it. I just knew it, and I'm so glad it was confirmed because it's his mom's biggest client. So, confirmed, that's why he keeps ending up on the roof, just saying. Like, this is all connected. This Peter guy's fucking sick. Like, sick as fuck, dude. Like, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I'm saying it again, sorry. But I think the explosion was meant to happen. I really do. I think this was planned. I'm pretty sure they had a fall guy. Because, okay, on the blueprints, it had Tandy's dad, and then it had Ivan Hess. So I'm guessing they were the contractors. They were the main ones doing this project, you know? And so they're connected. So now, and they're both dead, of course. So, Ivan Hess died in an accident. Tandy's dad died because there was an explosion and there was a truck coming at the time. He lost control and went over the bridge. You know, the explosion that was his fault when in reality it was Roxanne Corp's fault, but it was probably meant to happen because they wanted it to happen. But it's just crazy that this girl, Mina, is working with Roxanne Corp. Oh, they took care of her when her dad died. They did all this. Mind you, if she only fucking knew that he was purposely killed, it was no accident, honey. He was purposely killed by the exact people you are working for and representing. So Ivan Hess is connected to Tandy's dad, then it's connected to Mina because that is his daughter, Ivan Hess's daughter. And it's just like, clearly, when Tandy was seeing that in Peter's, like, hopes, which, is that not fucking sick that his hopes are people dead and money, just tons of money? That is so fucking sick. But, I mean, Ivan came to life, apparently. Like, not came to life, but, like, was still alive in the water. And it's like, he killed him. Like, I can't, I'm just so, wow. I mean, I can't even believe this shit. Like, I just had to say that, because there's so many connections. We got the connection now, like I said, between Roxanne Corp, and Tyrone's mama, Dina, and then, of course, Tandy with Roxanne Corp, and I'm so happy she is doing her research. Like, Tyrone, you need to stop being a little baby. Like, I understand his powers were getting all messed up because of her, but I applaud her for doing what she did. I would have did it too. Are you kidding me? Fuck them. You think I'm gonna give a shit about getting into their fucking head? Oh, it's an invasion of privacy. Yeah, well, they fucking had people killed, blamed it on my dad, ruined my life. You think I give a shit when all they care about is money and hot-ass fucking girls? Like, no. I would be fucking destroying all of them. Amen to Tandy for doing that shit. But, and she got what she needed. She did. She got basically what she needed. But, yeah, I mean, when she pushed Tyrone over the fucking railing, I was like, oh, shit. Like, I could just imagine if someone saw that, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, could you imagine you just see this girl, like, push him over, and then he goes into the water, and it's like, he's gone, and it's like, what? Is this a magic show? Like, that would just be crazy if I just seen someone push someone over. Like, I would think, oh my god! Like, she's murdering him, but it's like, no. But hey, it helped him. It got him back to where he had to go because, you know, he appeared with her. Oh, God, I love their scenes, and I love their connections. I can't wait for them to work more. Oh, God, everything's just coming together. Another thing I want to talk about, and I wrote it down so I wouldn't get what the girl said, the prostitute, because I don't know her name, and so I'm just going to say prostitute, because that's what they are, right? Like, I'm guessing that's pretty much what they are. But she said, loose morals isn't what, she said, sorry. Loose morals, isn't that what bonds you together? Meaning, she told O'Reilly that about the cops. Like, isn't loose morals what bonds you guys together? So, basically, what she's saying isn't being corrupt cops what bonds you guys together? Honey, you're talking to the wrong cop. Well, detective, whatever. I'm going to just say cop, you know. Detective, cop, whatever. But you're talking to the wrong detective, okay? This person ain't corrupt. Sorry. Now, thank God. Because also, the person she was hooking up with, like, okay, O'Reilly, girl, she got some things going on. Like, she's definitely surprising me in episodes. But anyways, yeah, that guy she was hooking up with in the back of the cop car, that cop, you know, I would not really divulge too much information to him because he could very well easily be a corrupt cop, or he very well could easily just be one to be like, hey, she's asking questions she shouldn't be asking. I'm just saying, I wouldn't trust that guy. Hook up or not, I don't know how well they know each other or what, but if I was O'Reilly, I would keep everything to myself. Not saying she's giving anything up, but just telling him she's looking into it, I wouldn't have done. Like, you can't trust anyone except yourself. Simple as that. Like, O'Reilly is our best bet in the cop world. And then there's Tyrone and Tandy. So, whew, God, let's see where this goes. Let's see where this goes. Oh, another thing about Evita. I still don't understand why Tyrone can't see her fears. Like, I want Tandy to touch this bitch and see if she can see her hopes or something. Like, I don't think she would. If she did, it would probably be hopes of just marrying Tyrone and having a bunch of babies. Or maybe fucking being the divine one with Tyrone. I don't know. I just don't trust her, sorry. But anyways, Evita, yeah, it's, okay. I said this last Ranview, but there was a theory that someone had on Twitter, like, oh, maybe she's a witch, and that's why he can't see her fears. And the actress who plays Evita, Noelle, you know, she was like, interesting theory, you know, and it's like, oh, that's possible. I mean, they are into voodoo and all that kind of stuff. However, I don't know. I feel like it's something else. Maybe she's immune to their powers, you know, because it's odd that it's, you know, maybe maybe her and her family are the protectors of the Cloak and Dagger, maybe. I don't know, maybe. It doesn't make sense because Tandy's not yet involved and she's part of Cloak and Dagger, you know? But it's like, I'm just curious why he can't see her fears. That is very interesting why he can't see her fears, like, at all. Like, I don't know, I just find that weird, because it made sure to have a close-up on him touching her, and still nothing was being shown, and it's like, is she immune? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I mean, does she have no fears? Clearly, everyone has some fear, so it's like, I'm very, because that's another thing that puts me off, like, we can't see her fears, so we don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing just yet. You know, and just because her aunt might be good, doesn't mean she's good. Like, I don't know, I just am not trusting her just yet. And just the whole fact that you can't see her fears, it's just odd to me. It's like, is she immune? Like, I don't know. It's like, what is going on? Like, something is up with Evita, and I want to know what is up. Like, I want to know, I just need to know more about her, because right now, I just get a really bad vibe, I don't trust her, and I need to know more, like, seriously, instead of her and Tyrone, you know, talk, like, well, I guess that's how you get to know her more, but I need more, like, into her family and into her, because, like, I gotta figure out, like, is she a good person, is she a bad person, should I trust her, should I not, like, I'm just waiting to find out, so, like, I don't know, I'll see how she is. But yeah, that was basically my Ranview of 105 of Cloak and Dagger. If you do not watch this show, please do. It literally just gets better every episode. And this episode, if you've been watching the show, oh my god, I'm sure I was not the only one who was screaming and irate. And as soon as I saw Dwayne talking to Connors, I was like, I knew it! I screamed because I knew, not that he was connected to Connors, I didn't think that, but I knew there was something more to his business than what he was saying, and it was. It was. I'm just so excited. O'Reilly's gonna play Connors, but Connors ain't stupid, so he might catch on, but she's smart, so, but she needs to be, like, careful. Also, like, also, it's kind of weird, like, when Tyrone was looking around, like, at the cops and stuff, like, it's kind of weird that they're, like, staring at him. Like, I understand you see someone looking at you, you're gonna look, but, like, they're, like, already staring at him. Like, that's just kind of weird to me. I'm just saying, like, probably because his color, you know, racism, shit. I mean, he said it multiple times to Tandy, you know, like, hello, I'm a guy of color. You know, the cops are gonna look at me totally different than someone like you. You know, unfortunately, that's the sad truth. But yeah, I fucking love this show so much. It gets better and better every episode. Freeform has been canceling a lot of shows, and I swear to God, if they cancel the show and do not give us a second season, then Freeform needs to be canceled completely, because they're done. They have their shows. No, sorry, I don't care. No, because this is their best show on their network. I'm sorry, to me it is. This is the best show on their network, and they need to jump on this train super quick, because we are going speeding. We are fast in the lane. I don't know, but no, we are like fucking, do not sleep on this show, people. Like, nah, we need a second season. Like, there better be a second season. Like, this needs to continue. This is way better, to me personally, way better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, it's so fucking good. It's a Marvel show, which says something in its own, but it's so good. I can't stress it enough. It is so good. The storylines are so good, and it still has things in there that you can relate to nowadays. But also, yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. I love the show. Like, yeah, so it better get a second season. Like, fuck, man. Like, I'm going to be super pissed if this is another show Freeform cancels, because then Freeform, you need to be canceled. Because clearly, you have no good taste in shows if you can't even keep this. Like, it's just so good. And I just have to applaud Olivia Holt and Aubrey Joseph. Like, I mean, especially Aubrey, I think this is, like, his first acting gig, and I truly have to applaud him. He has done fucking amazing. I mean, I could not have picked a better Tyrone and Tandy. They are perfect together. Like, they are just so perfect together. I love it. I love the complicated characters. I love the storylines. I love how things are connected and how we're getting little bits and pieces of things connected. I just truly love it. Like, you really need to check it out. It's on Freeform. It's on Thursdays at 8 o'clock or maybe 9. I always forget because I just, you know, record it and then watch it because I hate commercials. But it's on Thursday, Freeform, and so you need to watch it because it's so good. Like, I love the show so much. But yeah, that was my review of the episode 5 of Cloak Dagger. So yes, hope you enjoyed. Frustrating. I think this was the most frustrating episode by far because just seeing everything, it was just like like and like, yeah, frustrating. So okay.